Morning, traders. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. It's Tuesday. It's been a little bit since I've traded. We had the 4th of July, had some parties going on, things around the house. We are back and we are green. So what's happening today? I know, guys, the market's been a little slow lately. It's just like the pre-market scanners this morning. What was popping up? You know, CHEK, ACIA, ALT. I wasn't interested in any of those stocks that were popping up in pre-market. I know pre-market's just been a little weird going into these summer months, and so I knew today was just going to be scanners. You know, I was just going to be watching the scanners and see what was going to pop on up, and just kind of whack-a-mole type of trade today, you know, on the short side. So the scanners, the intensity scanners, are what saved me today. Had a trade right off of them. Going to be a link in the description if you guys want to take a look at using these scanners. Advm popped on up. This one this morning had a nice climb from 1470 up to 1568. But not only that, on the daily, this thing was extremely overextended, and that's what I look for. That is exactly what I look for. This thing from a couple bucks up to $15. You better bet I'm going to take a short on this. But not only that, on the daily, not only the RSI is up to an 80. What do you guys know that I like to do? If intraday the velocity is way off from the average trading day, like it was yesterday, from 12 bucks to about 15, I'll show you guys just the intraday chart from yesterday. This is yesterday, 12 bucks. We had a nice climb up to 15. A lot of buyers pushing up into it at the close. They're going to be looking to sell into a little morning push, or sometimes these just sell off right out the gates. These guys realize, you know, no one's buying it on up, so they'll just start selling it. It starts fading, or it does the opposite. It'll have a nice push here at the start, and then they'll start, you know, taking some profits here. So I will shorten up into that. I'll show you guys the chart right now on ADVM. It's not really that pretty. Had a couple shorts in here on the front side of the move. Another ad up here at about 1550. I covered some shares as it was breaking over this high a day at 1550 on this candle. And this candle right here was actually supposed to be me covering half of my position. I accidentally added. It's been a week. I got some ring rust, pressing the wrong buttons a little bit here. Ended up having a couple covers around 15 bucks. But one of the reasons I'm shorting a lot more, you guys kind of know my edge really has been shorting overextension into resistance. Now, we had overextension here, but we didn't necessarily have resistance. And in order to predefine your risk, you can do one of two things here. On ADVM, you either can wait for a high of day, which is usually the smart thing to do. You don't have to be the hero like I try to be here, shorting into the front side of the move. You can wait for a high of day to form and then risk off of that, especially if you don't have any daily resistance, and we didn't. But we still had incredible overextension. So I had to take advantage of this here. And what you have to do if you're not going off of any predefined resistance from the daily chart, you have to define risk by a dollar amount. You know, so a dollar amount here would have been, I'd kind of risk in, you know, 25 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. Go off a dollar amount. That'll really help you out. And it'll allow some flexibility, you know, in the trade. I don't have to necessarily risk right if it pops over high a day, because oftentimes these things, they're not going to hold. They won't sustain that move. They'll break over, and then it'll be a fake out breakout, and they'll pull back. But I like taking the elevator down, and that's what short selling is a lot of times. So this thing pulled from 1550 down to about 1490 quick, you know, about less than a minute. And we saw a descending triangle here. It broke high a day here, and then it started having lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then snapped. So it snapped right there. A lot of those buyers just panicked out, and that's what we saw here today on ADVM. Going to be one and done today, guys. That's going to do it for today. Let me know how you guys did in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button, traders. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all first thing tomorrow.